Our tale begins as a young woman, Sarah, steps off a bus at the edge of a small, deserted town. The town, quaint but eerily quiet, is her escape from the relentless pace of city life. A break, she tells herself, a chance to breathe. She is greeted by the Airbnb house, an old manor that wears its age like a badge of honor. Its charm is undeniable, yet there's a strange chill in the air, a sense of unease that clings to the worn-out bricks and the creaking wooden floors. Her host, a woman with an overly friendly smile and hurried gestures, welcomes her. She rushes Sarah through the house, pointing out its quirks, its noises, its old age. "Don't mind the creaks, dear," she warns. "It's just the house settling." Sarah laughs it off, her mind far from the idea of spooky old houses and ghost stories. Sarah, left alone in the creaking house, laughs off the host's warnings, unaware of the chilling night that awaits her. As the sun set, the house began to reveal its true nature to its unsuspecting guest. Sarah, now enveloped by the inky darkness of twilight, began to sense the eerie symphony of sounds that echoed through the ancient house. The strange noises were faint at first, an unexplainable rustle here, a whispering wind there, a soft creak of a door hinge that hung in the air like a question. She tried to dismiss them as the house settling into the night, its old bones groaning with the weight of many years. But as the moon climbed higher in the sky, the noises grew more persistent, more insistent. Footsteps echoed from the floor above, pacing in a rhythm that seemed almost deliberate. The whispers in the wind turned into hushed conversations, carried on a breeze that shouldn't exist within the confines of the house. Doors creaked open and shut with a will of their own, as if unseen guests were arriving for a spectral soiree. Growing uneasy, Sarah reached out to the host. His casual mention of the house being haunted, as if it were as normal as the house having running water, did nothing to quell her growing fear. The house was alive, and it was anything but welcoming. A sudden harsh knock on the front door sends a shiver down Sarah's spine. With a racing heart, Sarah opens the door, only to find no one there. The eerie silence of the house is shattered by the shrill ring of her phone, the sound echoing through the empty rooms. It's a blocked number. Hesitant, Sarah answers. A voice crackles through, anonymous, laced with urgency. "There's a group of killers," the voice warns. "They target lone travelers in this town. You need to get out, now!" Before Sarah can respond, the line goes dead. The warning hangs in the air, a chilling prophecy. Confusion and fear battle within her. Is this a prank or a genuine warning? But there's no time to ponder. Suddenly the house plunges into darkness. The only sound is the ominous hum of silence, and then the unmistakable creak of footsteps inside the house. Sarah's heart hammers in her chest. She's not alone. She reaches out, her hand flailing in the darkness for her phone, her only lifeline to the outside world. She needs to call for help to escape this nightmare, but it's too late. From the shadows, a chilling voice whispers, sending an icy shiver down her spine. "We know you're here." And as the words echo in the blackness, Sarah is left in a terrifying limbo, trapped in a haunted house with an unseen danger lurking in the shadows. Sarah, frozen with fear, can hear her own heart pounding in the silent, pitch-black house. She's trapped, the doors locked as if they're mocking her futile attempts to escape. A chill runs down her spine as she bolts up the stairs, each step echoing through the haunting silence of the house. She can hear them, the footsteps. They're not just a figment of her terrified imagination anymore. They're real, and they're growing louder, inching closer with every passing second. In her frantic search for a hiding place, she stumbles upon a glimmer of hope. A phone line. Her trembling fingers punch in the numbers, each beep piercing the deathly silence. She's so close, just one digit away from reaching out to the world outside this house of horrors. Just as Sarah dials the last digit, the phone line cuts off, and she hears the door creak open. The last thing we hear is her terrified gasp.